Good morning. Welcome to the Keystone Western Podcast. My name is Pedro, your host and producer. This is the show where we talk about trucking and the transportation industry through stories, challenges, and innovations. Each week, we chat with industry veterans, rising professionals, and experts on topics from career advice to mental health and fitness. Whether you're a driver curious about trucking or just looking for inspiring stories, we've got you covered. Let's get started. Joining me today is someone who plays a key role in keeping our deck operations running smoothly. She is the heart of coordinating loads and keeping things moving efficiently. I'm excited to welcome our deck dispatcher, Sarah. Great to have you on.
Oh, thank you, Pedro. Glad to be here.
All right.
On Friday afternoon.
You get her done, right?
Yeah.
Just in time.
Absolutely.
So, how's your day going?
Oh, it's good. I'm calling all my guys. They're getting on the move. They'll be out for the weekend, making that money.
Getting all the
making the miles. Hopefully before the windstorm.
Oh, yeah.
That's coming.
It's supposed to be a bad one tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hopefully not too terribly bad.
I hope not either, but we've prepared for delays. So we should be all good.
I guess we're a trucking company. We're not just depending on what the forecast is in our area.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
Storm in Alberta or what? I think that one, the one that's coming this way is...
I think it's Ontario.
Oh.
More so, yeah.
Oh, so anybody's going that way.
Yeah, and they all are going that way.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
It will be fun. Yeah, that's okay. I trust my guys. I have planned on to get there.
Yeah.
It's not very time consuming. It's not set appointments, so they're going to take their time and make sure everything and themselves arrive safely.
Yeah. After all, they're professional drivers, right?
Exactly.
We all were.
Yeah.
We're all professionals here. Okay, let's get started. How do you get started in the trucking industry?
All right. Well, actually, I have no background in the trucking industry before starting at Keystone. I had worked, I guess, locally at the bar in Ildeshane here.
Okay.
And then from there, I got into the car industry.
Ooh.
I worked at Boyd Auto Body for like 2.5 years as a detailer and a paint prepper on cars. And then I moved to Mercedes-Benz, where I was there for 5 years.
That's fancy.
Yeah, lot manager at the actual company for 2.5 years, and then moved over to their auto body at Pinnacle and did auto body work there as a CSR, not in the back this time, but I miss working in the back. But yeah, from there, actually, I was looking to get something closer to where I live, which is in Grand Point currently, and they had a posting up. And I knew a friend who worked here at the time who actually advised me to apply when I came in for my interview. Adam Patton, who no longer works with us, he walked into the interview room and our siblings had dated at one point. So he kind of owed me a favor, if you will.
That's funny.
Yeah. I was like, oh, it's Adam. I was like, oh, perfect. And then he called me for a second interview and I got the job the next week. And then I started as customs. So I did customs for about a year, and then Adam again promoted me into the deck area where after Adam left, Trevor was my boss. And let's see, now I've been here just over 2 years as of February 11th. No, 21st. February 21st was my 2 years, so recently.
Wild ride, eh?
Yeah.
So what are some challenges that you had to overcome in your role as a dispatcher?
I guess... my anxiety that I, as well as I'm sure a lot of people struggle with nowadays, especially after COVID, just the anxiety of getting back out there and speaking with people and overcoming certain challenges that I'm not used to or that I didn't have knowledge of. That's been quite the learning process for me. Sometimes it's a little bit challenging, but at the same time, it's nice to have a challenge and where everything's not so repetitive. It's good to have new things happen and then you learn from it. So it is, even though sometimes it can be challenging, it is exciting.
Makes time.
Yeah, and I've learned to kind of get my emotions in check and and just make sure that me and the driver and everyone that's experiencing the challenges just makes it go smoothly and try to keep a positive attitude, right? So
all right. Can you share a highlight from your time in this industry?
Oh my God, there's so many. With the lunches, I love having, our barbecue lunches that we have and we throw on for our truckers for appreciation and stuff. I really enjoy that. anything really that has to do with just getting our workforce together and having a good time together. That's always a fun time for me. And or seeing what these guys bring in, because I send them what they're picking up, but I don't know what they look like. So it's really cool to see when they come in, everything strapped down and loaded and to see.
It's
I'm
all
like,
neat.
okay. Yeah. And then I'm just like, wow, good job.
Yeah. All right. Nice. What motivates you to go to work, to come to work every day?
Money. No. No, the people I work with, I love, coming in, and I'm right next to Daniel and Tyler, my other dispatchers in the division, and they just make my day. Like, we bounce off each other's ideas all day, and we make sure that everybody, is in the same circle. We know what's going on. And I don't know, they just make it a lot of fun. And just anyone I have to speak with, it's at work, pertaining to work, it's a great environment to be here. Okay. And definitely one of my best favorite jobs so
that's
far.
Good to hear. That's good to hear. What advice would you have for young people, considering trucking industry?
I guess what I always tell my nieces too is when you're out on the road, just make sure that you're not going in front of truck drivers, and just be aware of your surroundings, and they don't brake very fast, so you don't want to cut them off and brake, because that could happen. Just be mindful that they're running long hours, and they're trying to get somewhere and safely, and hopefully they can respect them on the road. And
what kind of hobbies do you have?
Well, I go hunting and fishing. I usually just go ice fishing though, because in the summer times I'm always either quadding or camping. Sometimes I don't get out fishing when I'm camping, which is weird. But the way the lake has been this year, I haven't even been able to go out yet. So I'm gonna have to summer fish this year. So I'll have to take a couple weekends to fill in those weekends and get my freezer filled. And then closer to the end, near my birthday, end of September, beginning of October, I always go moose hunting with my dad and my uncle. Oh. So I got my first moose, was it last year? I think it was last year.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I brought that roast.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So I think it was last year, but I've been going it'll be 8 years now, but I went for 7 years, and I finally shot one myself. So it was exhilarating. Wow, if I think about it, my heart pounds. Yeah. Like, it was such a crazy experience.
Like, when it happened, you couldn't believe that it
Yeah, because he came out right in front of me.
Oh.
Yeah, right in front of me, like maybe 70 yards away, like super close.
Wow.
Yeah, I was positioned in my tent this way, but he was right over here, so I had to very carefully and quietly maneuver my rifle to get to him before he started walking off. And I was able to just shoot him down, and then I get a text right away from my uncle, who is a couple hundred yards away, like, Brown's down. That's the thing, is Brown down? Oh, yeah. And I'm like, yep. Yeah, so then that's another adventure to get it out of the bush.
Oh, yeah. How far do you have to drag it?
Usually, they always want you about 300 yards off of the main roads. Okay. But we usually go a little further. So it takes a good 3 hours to pull a moose out of the bush. But we have proper equipment. Like, we have an Argo, which I thought was really cool, actually, starting here and knowing that we ship Argos, and I know what they are. Because we have one, and that has been super helpful in the bush, pulling those out.
It goes over the snow nicely.
Yeah, well, beaver dams and swamps are where the moose are, right? So we always gotta have a chainsaw, super long straps, at least a 4-man crew. Yeah, but the one year, last year, I guess, when I shot it, my uncle took a while to go get the Argos. Me and my dad just had the quad, and me and him had our headlamps on, and because it was dark, because I shot it before dawn or before dusk, and then it got dark, and we can hear wolves howling already, like not far away. So I was like, we don't have much time to cut it open and get it out of here.
they want to come and enjoy it, eh?
Yeah, the next morning I actually went out to go find my bullet to keep with my skull. Because I did like a European style.
Okay.
Yeah, where you boil the head and then you mount it.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm excited to... Yeah, I went back, and the whole gut pile was gone the next morning. But I found the bullet casing.
You already devoured it, what?
Yeah, it was crazy. But other than those hobbies, obviously I get really excited about it. There's a few drivers I actually speak to and we talk about hunting.
Hunting all the time?
Yeah.
Nice.
So we'll have to go out one time. But yeah, no other hobbies really besides that, besides like loving to hang out by bonfires, by the river, friends, things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were saying earlier this year the way the lake had been, you hadn't been able to ice fish. Like, could you elaborate on that?
Well, with the wind and it being cold and everything on the lake, sometimes when it's really windy, it pushes pressure ridges to form on the ice, and I've seen a few people break through the ice with their machines recently, and also sometimes if you don't have, say, a quad or a snowmobile to get out the miles that you need to where the masters are. Okay. Then it's hard to get out there. But like my dad and I, he's got all the equipment we need, so we can either go by truck. He's got quads, we got chains, we got snowmobiles. So like we're going fishing no matter what. But mainly this year, it's been the broken up with the cold and the wind. Even if we have a tent and a heater, it sometimes it's just not enjoyable.
Yeah. I went twice with friends, with my brother-in-law once. Got nothing the first time. The next time we got less.
Less than nothing?
Yeah. So, gotta try again. I have a fishing rod, like an ice fishing rod, a really nice one. So I think somebody gave it to me.
Is it a Fenwick?
I forgot the name. But now I use it for catfishing. Meaning I put a little toy on it, and our cat just chases it.
Okay, I was like, there's no way you could go catfishing with an ice fishing rod.
But that cat goes crazy for it, like just it's just.
Well, you made use out of it.
Good winter entertainment. You sit there. And
I was gonna say, can you get a good flick going?
Yeah.
Good cast.
Yeah, exactly. We need a Keystone Western ice fishing tournament.
Hey, I did one at Mercedes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I hosted it. I got 3 of my tents from my dad and my uncle. We went on the river, which is end of Maine, which some people call CIL in in Selkirk area.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a river there, and I set it up on the river, and I got Mercedes permission at the time to get some gift cards. So whoever got the biggest fish, the first fish, and then the last fish or whatever it was, 3 different gift cards, and then you just kind of hand them out. So
that'd be cool,
right?
I think that would be a good team. We could pass it as a team exercise.
Absolutely.
Event.
I think so. Yeah, a lot of people are pretty surprised when I talk about hunting and fishing and stuff. And the fact that I have a treaty card and a full status that shocks people. Yeah. Because I'm really white.
That's it. Thank you very much for being on.
Thanks, bro.
Boom. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Adios.